What is up, ladies and gents? In today's video, we're going to be talking all about XRP and why I think there could be an explosive move in the near future. Of course, that means giving you my shorter term price predictions as well as where I think XRP could also go in 2025. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. If you are a new viewer here, then welcome to this channel. If you do like the content, then be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Of course, if you're a returning viewer, then welcome back to the channel. On top of all of that as well, if you are looking for a place to buy or trade XRP, then of course, look no further than the MEX exchange. For a limited time only, they're giving every new user $20. So of course, if you want some free money, do click on the link in the description down below, fill out your details, press sign up there, deposit some crypto, and they'll just give you that $20 to use. So click on the link if you want to support this channel. Of course, guys, as always, thank you so much for your support, and let's get into this video. So XRP right now, just like the thumbnail of this video says, I think we will see an explosive move soon that's gonna leave haters in disbelief. Of course, right now at the moment, it's been consolidating in something that hasn't been too interesting in the past few weeks. Basically, since the start of December, we've seen XRP take a bit of a breather. You know, it's done a 6x since the start of November. It's made this monster move, 6x in 1 month. Of course, it needs to take a bit of a breather. That's why it's resting now and recharging itself for its next move. We've got this beautiful consolidation pattern. Just look how beautiful the support and the resistance are tested. If we zoom into the 4-hour chart, you can see that it's an almost perfect fit for all of these. If we just adjust the trend line slightly, you can see that on the support there, we've got multiple tests, very nice tests of this support trend line, at least 4 times there, 5 times even, where we've seen the price come down to test that support line and bounce off of it. We've seen multiple tests of the resistance, once, twice, 4 times extremely well. And at this moment, we do have a deadline for when we should see some sort of breakout from this consolidation pattern here. If we just extend the trend lines a little bit, you can see that at some point, we're going to need to see some move from XRP. And obviously, it's going to happen before the end of January. You can see that the deadline at the very latest for this is the 28th of January for something to happen. Now, if we do see a breakout to the upside, and I'm talking about a true breakout where we see the prices with a lot of momentum break past that resistance, just like the price started off here in XRP breaking past its previous resistances and going parabolic, then we could see a really high price target here for XRP, because this isn't just any normal consolidation pattern. This could be treated as a pennant that occurs right after a parabolic move. And the price target from such a pennant is the length of the price going into the pennant in the first place. So the start of the parabolic move was down here. We dragged the price to where it entered the pennant. We drag this to where we could see the breakout. Of course, price target depends on where we see the breakout, but let's say this happens right after we make this video, then we could see a price target here of $8.52. That's a 260% possible trade to the upside here. Now, this could also happen pretty quickly as well. Typical of these pennant patterns, what we tend to see as well is once we see a successful breakout to the upside, these price targets tend to be quickly met to the upside as well. They're not long-term patterns. These things should happen relatively quickly. Remember, this 6x only took XRP a month, and this is the kind of time frame we're looking at as well for the price target to the upside. At the very latest, after breaking out, we should see that $8.50 mark basically within a month. So really exciting prospects here. Of course, we're seeing a clear as day pennant here with a clear price target. And of course, all we need to do now is just wait and monitor these trend lines. But we do not want to be hanging around for too long, because once this thing goes, there is no stopping. There's literally 0 dips on the way up here for XRP. A few places where it consolidated a bit, but there was no real buying entries once we left that 50 cents region all the way to $2.50 here on XRP. So that's the kind of thing that we are talking about. Of course, just to show you what a successful breakout looks like, we can go to XRP's past and show you some clear examples of similar breakouts in the past. Let's just fit that data to the screen. And if we have a look at 2017, for example, have a look at this over here. So basically what we saw in this region was something very similar. We saw a pattern that looked like a consolidation that we're seeing right now. This was a bit of a longer term one, and we saw a parabolic move going into it, and we also saw a successful breakout and a parabolic move out of it as well. Now with this one, the parabolic move started roughly here, and we went into this pennant type structure there. So when we drag this to where the breakout was, you can see that it almost reached this price target here. It's actually at 4 cents. It didn't quite reach that 1,342% price target that came with its triangle, but it didn't do too badly whatsoever. It gave us a 1,129% to the upside. So that's what happens when we see a successful breakout from a pennant like this. There is a serious upside and a very exciting prospect here for XRP. Of course, that price target there is my shorter term price target as well. I do think, like I say, this is going to happen quite quickly. So if it does happen, that's going to be in Q1 of 2025. But my longer term price target for XRP, if you see my previous videos, sits still at around $19. And the reason for that is because we're seeing a very long-term consolidation pattern with a successful breakout. So we've got something looking a little bit like this. We best draw that trend line going across like this. So we've got this triangle type structure on the longer term here. We've already successfully broken out of that. The result of this triangle puts XRP at roughly $19. So that's why I have that price target for the longer term here on XRP. Of course, just to give you another scenario as well, if we don't break out to the upside on XRP, just to cover all our bases, because I want you guys to be informed. So of course, if we do not break to the upside, then what I'd expect to see is something that looks a little bit like this: a slow, painful downhill on XRP. Now, of course, difficult to say how far down it could go, but some of the levels that I might be looking at if we do see a breakdown are ones that lie along this Fibonacci level. So for example, if we see a breakdown from this triangle, I think 0.618 could be a good support for the price at $1.44. If that doesn't hold, then 0.5 is next at $1.17, and so on and so forth. So there is a bear case here. If you want to see other examples of triangles that have been unsuccessful, have a look at Shiba Inu. It did pump very hard at the start of 2024, printed a consolidation like this, but did break down to the downside, and it started respecting its fibs along the way. It got down to, I think, the 0.382 fib before it started going back up once again. So that is what happens if we see some sort of bearish scenario come out of this. But we're in Q1 of 2025. That is very bullish. Just briefly showing you the Bitcoin monthly returns. Q1 last bull run, for example, was all double digits for Bitcoin here in Q1. 2023 and 2024 were both very strong as well. So it's a generally bullish month here for crypto. Of course, some other things as well is the Bitcoin dominance. I do think we should see an altcoin season soon, and that's obviously going to include XRP as well, because we've seen a breakdown in this bullish structure for Bitcoin dominance. So now we're starting this bullish trend here, as you can see with this new line that's holding it as a resistance going in this downtrend. Of course, the altcoin season in 2021 followed when the Bitcoin dominance dropped from that 61% there all the way down to below 40. That's when we got altcoin season, and that's when I think we're going to have the altcoin season here as well. We're going to see something like this, in my opinion, in the near future, in February or March, for example. And of course, that's going to correlate to Bitcoin doing okay, but the rest of crypto doing extremely well. So another strong bullish case here for XRP moving up in the near future. Of course, there's some other things as well, but I'll leave it at there for now because I wanted to keep this video fairly short. Of course, I just want to show you this massive structure that's happening right now. Of course, there's a big opportunity that lies ahead, in my opinion. But yeah, $8.50 is the price target from this if it's going to be successful. Keep your eyes out on the chart. Go on the 1 hour chart if you need to, and just monitor to see what the price is doing if we do close in on that resistance. At the moment, it's around $2.40, but in a few days time, as you can see, that resistance gets lower and lower and lower. Boom. We're going to get that breakout. It's going to be interesting. Whew. All eyes on the screen, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Do let me know down in the comments do let me know down in the comments if you're holding XRP. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video.